Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly what the universe wanted from us. And it is with that language and with that knowledge that we were able to look down at our birth charts to see exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Today we're going to get into Mercury in the 4th house. Now, this energy is going to give me someone who is always expressing their inner, deeper emotions and their feelings, okay? But before we go ahead and really dive deep into that very emotional yet intellectual aspect, let's go ahead and really just separate the aspects. That way we can do more with the information we've been given and we're not just confined to Mercury in the 4th house, all right? That way when we see Mercury playing out in the world, we can interpret it, and when we see the 4th house playing out in the world, we know what it means. And that way when it happens in different areas of the birth chart or different combinations come up, we can put those combos together and come up with our own intuitive understanding and interpretation of the placement given, and we can learn the language of the stars, all right? Because that's what this is. It's all about learning the language of the stars. This is your universe. You should know how to read it, all right? And what it's saying to you, okay? Now, with that being said, Mercury is the planet for me as an astrologer when I want to know what a person is always thinking about, what this person's mind is always hung up on. I go to Mercury, and the house that it's in will show me the area of life that this person uses their mental faculties the most. What area of life and what theme of life is this person always thinking about? What are they always thinking about, all right? And the sign and other planets within that house will show me what more of those things that you could be thinking about. But for this video's aspect, it's just going to show me what you are thinking about, what you like to talk about, what you love to divulge, what is social in your arena, and where you may like to be a little bit social and gather information, all right? Now, the 4th house is ruled by Cancer, and it is ruled by the moon. The 4th house rules the mother. It gives me the mother energy, the relationship between you and your mother and the household atmosphere that you grew up in. This also then shows me now in your present adult life, away from your childhood home, who you are when you clock out from work. When you say, all right, y'all, I'm out, and you clock out of work and you go home, what is the atmosphere? What is the setting? What is the tone of your home? Okay, in your private life, all right? Now, what happens when we take Mercury and we throw it in the 4th house? Mercury in the 4th house is gonna give me someone that growing up, you had a mother that was very busy and probably very social, okay? She was busy and she was social. She was probably busy being social. She was someone that would communicate a lot of things to you, okay? She wanted to have an open dialogue with you. She was always talking with you, always asking you what you thought, asking you how you feel, asking you, you know, to relay those emotions, to tell you what's wrong. If you were scared, if you were hurt, she wanted to just know about you. She wanted to really be social with you, and more so, it leaned more so into like communicating. She wanted to keep an air of open communication with you. She didn't want you to not talk to her. There was probably not a day that went by in your household where if you did come in and you were quiet, something's off. She's not, nope, you're gonna talk to me. No, you're gonna tell me what's wrong. You're gonna tell me how you feel. She wanted to talk. You guys, probably to this day, you call her up on the phone and you have chats and that makes you feel better. You know, you talking to your mom gives you emotional stability. Now, depending on the sign that it's in, that can change, but for general reading purposes, I'll just say that talking to your mother gives you some type of emotional reaction to be safe, all right? I'll say that. It gives you some emotional comfort of some sort, all right? Now, with Mercury in the 4th, you could be someone in your now adult life that loves to talk about the deeper emotions and the deeper recesses of people's emotional qualities. You are someone who is always divulging your feelings. You're always talking about, you know, just your emotions. You with your friends, you're like, hey, how do you feel? Like, what's going on? Like, tell me what's going on. And you are probably someone that divulges your emotions. You are someone who does not keep in something when it's wrong or when you feel emotionally slighted. Like, you are always talking about emotions. This could give me the energy of someone who would be a great therapist. You know, you could be somebody that people just want to come to you and talk about their inner feelings and their inner world. You are very good with that. You can hold space for that. Your aura and the knowledge that you may have or that you may possess, or just in the way you speak, can be very comforting and nurturing for others, okay? Because with Moon in Cancer in Mercury, you could come off within your speech like a mom. Like you probably sound like your mom, actually. You probably like talk like your mom. You probably have the same kind of quirks within your voice or within your personality like your mom, all right? But you are like that within your now adult life. You could really nurture and heal others with your words. With your words, you are very comforting with your speech. Your speech helps others. It can heal others, all right? And this could give me someone who could be a great singer. You could be somebody who's a great healer, a nurse. You know, you're using your words to heal. But for me, this gives me more of like therapist. This gives me someone who can sit on the other end, allow someone to express themselves, and through the little tidbits that you give, you are able to hold space for others' emotions and talk about their feelings. So if you ever wanted to be a therapist, here's your sign. This is your signal. Go be a therapist, go be a psychologist, be somebody that holds space for others that they can divulge their secrets to. And you probably are like this already. You are probably like this with your friends, with your family, and just in general. People feel that you are someone to talk about their inner emotions with, all right? Now, your mind is always on your home. You are someone that when you go out, you are always thinking about at home. You're like, oh, I just want to go home, or you feel like you just need to be at home. Your mind is always on your home. You're probably always thinking about the trimmings and the bushes, and you want to buy new accessories. You want to buy new things for your home. You want to you're just thinking about the home. Your mind is always on the home. Now with Moon and Mercury here, your home could change a lot. You know, growing up, you probably had multiple homes. You probably grew up in multiple households. You probably were someone that had a lot of activity within the home, all right? Your mom probably would love to have social hour within her home. You probably met all your mom's friends, and you guys would have dinner parties and a lot of social gatherings. You could be the type of family that had the neighborhood over and would give out free plates of food, or like had social gatherings. You were just a very open and social home, and everyone would come to your home and gather, whether they were a friend of a friend, a stranger, a dinner party, like a big party. Like there was always stuff just going on around your home. You probably grew up in a home that like you just would just see people come in and out, in and out, in and out. And then the home that you grew up in probably changed over time as well. There's a lot of change that can happen with Mercury and Moon in this house, okay? And when I'm saying Moon, I'm talking about the Moon governing the fourth house, okay? I'm not saying you have Moon in the fourth house. I'm saying the fourth house is the Moon, okay? So with Mercury being in this house of the Moon, things could change. It could change, all right? You expressing yourself also makes you feel better, just in general. When you express yourself, you find that you feel better. You can come to a more resolve of how you are feeling when you express yourself. You find that if you keep things in for too long, you can't get to the bottom of how you feel. You are someone that works out the way you feel through your emotions. People know something's wrong with you when you're not speaking. When you are not being as expressive, people who are close to you know something's up because you're too quiet. You could be that type of person, is that you are so outwardly expressive that when you don't speak, people know something's off with you, okay? And you may feel off when you don't want to speak. If you're someone with Mercury in the fourth and you're not speaking, something's up. I don't know if I said it already, but you and your mom always went back and forth together and things like that. I would also say in your fourth house with Mercury here, you could be very busy in your private life. You could be busy at work, or you could just be busy, like just very busy. Like, you know, you're in and out. You come home, you put your stuff down, you're doing laundry, you're folding clothes, you're sweeping, you're mopping, you're doing the mirrors, you're taking care of the cat, and then when all that's done, you get in your car, you go to the gym, you come back, you do, like, you're very busy in your private life. Like, you probably, when you go home, you probably don't sit down. You're like, you're just on the go all the time. If this sounds like you, let me know in the comments below, okay? Write down in the comments below if this is resonating with you. Did you grow up with a mother who was very social with you, who was very like, we talk in this household, we communicate, I want to have an open dialogue, let me know how you're feeling? Are you someone that feels better when you communicate? Did you grow up in a household that was very busy? Did you grow up in multiple households over the course of your childhood? Let me know. And while you're at it, can you let me know the sign that your Mercury in the 4th house is in? And I will write back to you what you could be feeling with that unique placement, all right? But with this placement, I would say continue to be somebody that is very social in your home. You may have a lot of gatherings within your home that you now grow up in your adult life. You'd like to have the family over, you like to have friends over. I would say that that would really help you with gathering your emotions or having some sense of emotional stability. I have seen people with Mercury on the IC that you can sometimes have emotional instability because you are so busy. You could be so busy to avoid your feelings. You know, you could run into the territory of being so busy because you're almost running away from your feelings, or this is how you feel your best by being busy, okay? And so I would just encourage that if that is working for you, to continue to be busy, continue to be someone that has a lot on their agenda. If that is truly what makes you feel better, do that. I would also say communicate with the mother if anything's ever going wrong. If your mother is still around, communicate with her while you can. Communicate, because this could be a great source of your emotional stability, all right? Your mind is always on at home because you probably got so many things that you need to take care of at home that your mind is always there. But this is a very good placement. I don't really see much that can be of a detriment within this placement, okay? And that may depend with the sign that you have on your 4th house. But yeah, I really do hope that you guys got some clarity and some insight from this placement, okay? With that being said, if you have a different placement that you would like for me to cover, let me know in the comments below. If it has nothing to do with Mercury in the 4th house, let me know in the comments below, and I will add that to the list of videos that I can get out for you guys, okay? But know that I am wishing you the best. Express yourself, continue to be open with your feelings, and let the world know, and you will always be well received, and through that you will feel better. But I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.